Bad day for AOC and the rest of the Dems. They're all having a big, beautiful meltdown. Y'all like the video right here. Make sure you follow for more updates and check this out.
The Democrats eyeing a big, beautiful opportunity for 2028, they think. So after the Senate passed Trump's big, beautiful bill, sending it to the House, potential White House contenders like AOC, Gavin Newsom, and, Mayor Pete, he was up in there, all posting the same bat signal talking points on X, blaming the vice president's tie-breaking vote for allegedly taking health care away from Americans. And that sentiment getting echoed by other lawmakers as they tried to stop it.
This bill is a deal with the devil.
I am shaking with fury over what just happened.
Vote no if it's a big bull bill.
This bill is trickle-down cruelty, and people will die because of it.
What?
Hell
no one believes you.
Against this one big, ugly bill.
The occupant of the Oval Office, this fascist, dictator, white supremacist in chief,
that was Joe Biden.
Is equal opportunity harm.
And check out these Democrat doctors dressed up in white lab coats parked outside Speaker Mike Johnson's office, but it looks like nobody was paying them any attention. Wow. Greg, once you say all of those things, where do you go from here? What else is there to say?
They really are the human version of hysterical tweets. Like, we make fun of people. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. You should see a doctor about that. The Dems traffic in these half opinions where they say, oh, my God, if you tax cuts, if you cut taxes, the deficit will balloon. Well, not if you grow the economy, because then that shrinks the percentage of debt. You hope that happens, and usually it does. They also don't mention that raising taxes won't shrink the deficit if you spend it before you even put it in the bank account, which is what Democrats do whenever they raise taxes. They also say, oh, my God, you're cutting Medicaid. You're throwing the poor and needy. No. These are young, able-bodied people and illegals. This isn't a free buffet for people who can pay for it. So enough with that. The debt is an existential threat, but climate change wasn't. Where were these Dems for the past 10 years? They were blowing up the deficit to fund a climate policy that was based on fraudulent data to line cronies' pockets. So it was the biggest grift in history. They were happy to drive the economy to the brink of ruin, which we're trying to pull back, without any data to back it up. So you don't even have to pay attention to them. They're comical.
So on the healthcare front, Joey, every time a Democrat goes on TV, they add 2 to 3 million more to how many people are going to lose their health care. It's 7.8 million people that would be required to do these work requirements, and illegal immigrants is 7.8. Yesterday, it was up to 20 million, even though that's not true. It was like a game of telephone.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, so I grew up in a culture where if you got on disability, it was like winning the lottery. And I'm not indicting the people I love and that raised me, but it was there was this idea that it was some sort of like, man, oh, that's awesome, man. You get a check every month. That's awesome. And that's a culture that we have to, I think I can say with a little bit of credibility, we have to reject. The sentence was, I'm not going to cut Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare. The sentence should have been, I'm not going to cut Medicare to people who can prove they deserve it. Yeah. That's what this country needs. That's literally, you watch that whole montage, that's the only thing Democrats are pointing out about this bill. Yeah. Like white supremacist, racist, like those words mean nothing anymore.
It's also
ruined those words.
People who actually need it are competing for those funds from people who are able-bodied and siphoning them.